When visiting some places, some city names never cross our minds. This is because we clearly underrate the place, maybe from what we've heard about in the past. For this list, we've selected cities from Eastern Europe that are often ignored but have a lot to offer international visitors. Because the borders of Eastern Europe are frequently disputed, Central European nations that are culturally believed to be part of Eastern Europe are included. Number 10. Zelda, Croatia. We know what you're thinking. Croatia isn't an underrated destination. It's become one of Europe's most popular vacation spots in recent years. The problem is that the vast majority of visitors flock to Dubrovnik and rarely leave the city borders, let alone travel to another city. Some others have traveled inland to Zagreb, the country's capital, which is definitely worth seeing. Split is another fantastic choice, but Croatia is possibly the best-kept secret in the world. Given its location on the Adriatic Sea and the gorgeous architecture, it is the country's oldest continually inhabited city. It's almost like a tiny version of Dubrovnik, but without the people, Roman ruins, sunset views, or ancient churches. Although Zada is small, it provides a wonderful crash lesson in Croatian culture. Number 9. Brașov, Romania. It is not to be missed, despite being overshadowed by Bucharest, Romania's capital. Founded in 1211, the city has a population of only about 250,000 people who have a laid-back attitude and a peaceful atmosphere. However, our business exudes the old-world elegance that so many travelers seek. In a vacation spot in Eastern Europe, the city not only has a variety of historic structures, such as Catherine Gate and St. Nicholas Church, but it also benefits from the natural beauty of the area. This features Mount Tamba, which, especially in the fall, provides excellent views of the city. Naturally, no journey to Transylvania would be complete without a mention of vampire law. As a result, it's worth mentioning that Brașov is only an hour distant from Castle Brand, which has become inextricably tied with Dracula's story. Number 8. Tallinn, Estonia, a country that is likewise mostly ignored. The trip to Estonia is well worth the money. Beautiful wilderness with plenty of adventure opportunities. It's a naturalist paradise. It's never difficult to find peace and quiet. However, even in Tallinn City, the absence of mass tourism may be sensed when you visit to learn that you're truly immersing yourself in the local culture and customs. Given the land's tumultuous past, Denmark, Sweden, Germany, Russia, Lithuania, Latvia, and Finland are all cited as influences. When you add in his own local traditions, you get a culture that is truly unique to Estonia. The historic cathedrals and meandering alleyways will mesmerize you as you tour the lovely city, notably the UNESCO World Heritage Old Town. However, I'm not familiar with your background. The dining is up to date and excellent. Number 7. Belgrade, Serbia. This city has a decent amount of brand recognition, but for the most part, this is due to a lengthy, complicated, and at times brutal past, which includes the legendary World War II Belgrade onslaught and the horrific Bosnian War. The fact is that, when most people consider their next major holiday, Serbia is rarely at the top of their list. However, Belgrade, Serbia's capital, can compete with Eastern Europe's most famous cities when it comes to culture and historical landmarks. The city's architecture is a mosaic of Soviet-era structures, Ottoman Empire relics, modern design, and more. From the castle to the waterfront, coffee shops, and nightlife, Belgrade has it all. This city has something for everyone. Furthermore, Belgrade is one of the most cost-effective places on our list. Number 6. Szeged, Hungary. What comes to mind when we speak Hungarian? We're guessing you'll answer Budapest, and to be honest, Budapest should definitely be on your schedule. Between tourist attractions like St. Stephen's Basilica and the vibrant nightlife, Hungary's lively capital city lives up to its reputation. But if you're looking for something a little less tainted by tourism, you should visit the city of Szeged. With a population of only 160,000 people, it's about a tenth of the size of Budapest, but it's packed with charm and character. It has a lot of green area, as well as peaceful cafes and thermal springs. Szeged has a way of making you feel at ease. As a college town, it does, however, have a strong sense of identity and never lacks cultural activities. The cities of Pécs and Debrecen should both be added to your itinerary if you want to go off the beaten path in Hungary. Number 5. Kutna Hora, Czech Republic. Our journey to Eastern Europe begins in the lovely city of Kutna Hora. There's my fly under the radar today, but it was hugely important economically in the 13th century. Today, the city's various prominent and historic structures serve as a reminder of the city's former luxury. The Church of St. Barbara and the St. James Church are two of the city's most important and stunning sights. For those with a morbid sense of curiosity, the Servlet's ossuary contains the skeletons of approximately 40,071 people. Don't be put off by this popular but macabre tourist attraction. The city as a whole, especially the historic city center, is actually quite beautiful. Brno and Český Krumlov, both located just a few hours from Prague, are two other underestimated cities in the Czech Republic to visit. Number 4. Lviv, Ukraine, with a quarter of the population residing in Ukraine's second-largest city. A major cultural hub, Libya is surely not short of notable attractions. The Levy Theater of Opera and Ballet, the Podaki Palace, the Dormition Church, and the Church of Saints All Her at Elizabeth are only a few of the significant attractions. It more than deserves to be a UNESCO World Heritage Site. While the Soviet Union's aesthetic affected most of Eastern Europe, Lviv's architecture remains decidedly old world as you explore the cobblestone streets, stop for a coffee, and take it all in. However, Lviv is starting to catch on with international travelers, so go there early to avoid the throngs. Number 3. Riga, Latvia. Travelers on their route somewhere else frequently dismiss it as a stopover. Ringu is rarely given the credit it deserves. However, once you leave the airport, you'll quickly understand that this is a standalone location. The visit was especially noteworthy because it took place all year. In both summer and winter, the Latvian capital is stunning, shifting from a lush and verdant metropolis to a winter wonderland. Any time of year, the tiny lanes, dotted with quaint stores, make you feel like you've been transported into a storybook. While the architecture may appear to be historic, it is not. Ringu is a surprisingly active and modern city after you've immersed yourself in it. From hip clubs and edgy restaurants to the city's museums and local art scene, there's something for everyone. In a relatively small city, Ringu manages to pack a lot of experience. Number 2. Gdansk, Poland. In Poland, there are a handful of cities that do exceptionally well in terms of tourism. Both Warsaw and Krakow are major tourist attractions, and despite its less well-known status, Wrocław has become a popular stopover for visitors to the country. Gdansk, perhaps not so much, but in a few years, we expect visitors to flock to this remarkable city in northern Poland. Gdansk, which is located on the Baltic shore in Pomerania, was heavily damaged during World War II, but the ancient town has been meticulously reconstructed. The fact that it feels so culturally unique from the rest of Poland is what makes this city such an underappreciated gem. For years, Gdansk's location as a port city made it a crossroads for cultural exchange, and those influences can be felt throughout the city, from beer gardens and cafes to shopping and historical tours. This city is a joy to behold. Number 1. Bratislava, Slovakia. This city, for whatever reason, does not receive the respect it deserves. In reality, the 2004 film Eurotrip depicted it as a decaying, crime-ridden backwater. For a specific generation of travelers, this may be their only understanding of Bratislava. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. Slovakia's capital city is stunning, combining ancient grandeur with more modern accents for an unexpected vacation experience. The city's crown jewel is without a doubt Bratislava Castle, which sits atop a rocky hilltop overlooking the city and lends the city a fairy tale feel. However, Bratislava may not receive as many tourists as it deserves. There are few historic centers this remarkable that remain so pleasantly uncrowded. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to stay tuned to our channel so that you do not miss any of our videos in the future. Remember to comment and share the video, and leave your comments down below in the comment section. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I am sure you will love them. With that, I will see you in the next video.